Well, big news today. We have a verbal offer on our current home, and we are scheduled to meet in person this evening, which is roughly 3 hours from now or so, to get the verbal offer to become a written offer. And just like that, we have a contract on the home. Now, for privacy purposes, of course, we did not film any of the signing of the documents. We did not want to infringe upon the buyer's privacy, and we didn't know if they would want to be included in any YouTube videos, but we do have a contract on the home. The date of today is November 15, 2019. We are shooting for a closing date of December 31st or sooner. And so that means in the next 45 days, there's going to be a lot of stuff taking place, and we're going to try to capture as much of it as possible on film, just to let you know what goes on in case you have never gone through a sale of a house. And so it gets interesting. All right. Well, here I am at one of my favorite places to shop. Time to get some materials for the French drain. You know, I just got back from Lowe's, and I had a very, very productive conversation with a Lowe's employee. And, you know, after the conversation, and since the conversation that I had with him solidified something that I had been thinking anyway, I have decided to not put a French drain around the foundation of my house. And here's why. The house, first of all, is a crawl space. It's a crawl space. There's not going to be any living space in the basement. What would be the basement is going to be a crawl space. Secondly, the house is going to be covered on 3 sides. There's only going to be one side of the house that's not going to have a covered porch on it. And so I was thinking, do I really need a drain? And what would be the worst thing that would happen if water did get in the crawl space? Well, really the worst thing that could happen if water did get in the crawl space is I would pump it out. And I just don't see it as a necessity in my case. Now, if I were building a house in a subdivision that had a garden basement or a walkout basement, living space underneath, and the house was not going to be covered with covered porches, I would, without question, put a drain in. So that's just to let you know I'm not completely against drains. It's just that I don't think in my situation I need one. That $500 that I would be spending. You might say, well, that's $500 that you wish you had spent. Well, you know, I hope not. I hope it doesn't come to that. I really do. I hope it doesn't come to that. It's just that, you know, right now I can use that $500 in a couple of other ways. So that's my thoughts. Feel free to comment. Thanks. Well, it's been a week or two since I've been out here, so I'm just kind of going to go around and inspect the foundation, and there does not seem to be any issues with it. If you recall, I came and scraped all of those what I call them mortar boogers. I scraped all those things off, and so the foundation looks good. There does not seem to be any upheaving or heaving of the ground due to the freezing temperatures that we've had. I think we're in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and paint or seal this foundation wall with that sealant, and I'm going to put a plastic vapor barrier up against it, and then I'm going to have a guy come out, and he's going to backfill it for me. Well, I've been going at it for about, I don't know, 25 minutes or so, and it's going pretty quickly, and I'm taking my time, not rushing too much. As you can see, I've got about half of the one side done, and it took me about 30 minutes. But what I'm going to have to do, though, when I get through, is I'm going to have to come back and do the very bottom edge with a brush, and I did not bring a brush. Plus, my back is killing me, and I'm going to slow down as the process goes, because yeah, my back's already killing me from the constant bending. So anyway, it's going pretty quick, pretty good so far. Well, I've got the backside coated. I'm gonna have to put another coat on a few parts of it, but as you can see, I have the major majority of it completed, and I have gone ahead and started on the second wall. This is the high side, so obviously we'll have to coat higher up on this wall. I didn't need to go to that top block on that one, but I did, and it's okay. So anyway, there is the progress thus far, and my back is killing me, so I'm going to take a short break and then get back to it. Well, it took me a little bit longer than I had planned. I really started getting fatigued with my back, but it's done. Well, okay, it's not done. Still got to come back and get the very, very bottom part that you see there all the way around. So that's going to have to be done with a brush, because the roller kept getting debris like rocks and dirt and things like that stuck in it, and it made it impossible to actually get any sealing material on the block wall, because of it kept getting, when I touched the bottom, it kept getting the rocks, gravels, dirt, and so forth. So it's going to have to be done with a brush. We're going to come back and do that tomorrow. I'm fairly happy about this project. So what I'm going to do, as I had shared with you before, I'm not going to put a French drain. Where you see the ceiling material, that's as far up as the dirt is going to go. And all the way around the perimeter of the house, the dirt is going to be sloped away from the house, and it's going to be covered with porch. So I don't really think there's going to be a whole lot of water that's going to actually get to the foundation of the house. I really don't. So I think for me is the French drain is going to be not necessary. So that's that. You can feel free to comment, and I invite you to comment. You know, this is a good way to learn. Anyway, that's what's left over from the foundation. I got a whole pallet of sand. That pallet is just trash. That's a big pallet of sand, and that is some more mortar mix. And I've got a trailer full of pallets that I'm going to return to the block and brick company, because those things are worth $10 a piece. $10 a piece when you get pallets with blocks. I don't know if you know that or not, but if you are building a house or some project like that and you have a pallet, check with your company and see if that pallet is returnable for a refund. In my case, $10 a piece.